Fire Force Season 3, Episode 5, Chance Meeting with an Arch Enemy. Does Obi survive his ordeal? Because the bug's on the move. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Variant. So, talking about Fire Force Season 3, Episode 5, and I called it. I freaking called it. Obi is unable to be penetrated by said infernal bug due to the density of his muscles. Straight out, let's put it out there. This man breaks the chains by flexing. The ones that he was struggling to sitting there with, breaks the chains by flexing to keep the bug from entering his body. I'm like, if you could have done this the entire time, if you could have just flexed and broke them chains and been off, he's like, as soon as Shinra and crew, Shinra and Joker showed up and the whole crew was there, you could have easily broken out of the chains and be like, yo, toss me my shield, right? And get to work, get to scrapping. I know they got your jacket and stuff in the car. They got your gear in the car. Like, yo, we could have been up and moving a whole lot faster. I'm just saying, because that was comical, literally. The fact that he's just sitting there flexing and he's posing, and he has to continue to hold this the entire time to keep the bugs from entering. They even threw like 3 more bugs on him, so he's got like 3 to 4 bugs at least on him trying to get in. Like, that is their sole purpose, trying to get in. And you figure if they could not get in, wouldn't they just jump towards the next creature that's got some penetrable flesh, Shinra or Joker, or even the guy who's throwing the bugs? Like, I don't know. I'm on one as far as it's concerned, but I digress. All right, he's able to stop the transformation and keep himself in a flex position. While doing this, we see that while Arthur has arrived with the team, he is getting ready to take out one of the last remaining members when Dragon shows up. Dragon arrives in all his glory. Again, one of the founders of the Destroyers. He drops down. And he's just like, yo, what's up? And he ain't doing much. He's just standing by. And he ends up breathing this dragonic pressure, and this just knocks everybody back except Arthur, who's able to take it. But think about it. It's a dragon. Arthur's a knight. The story writes itself, right? So he is feeling it, and he is in his bag. He ends up dropping a violet flash, trying to go ahead and let him know what's up, and it's to no avail. Like, this dude is beefy. He is taking hits. And honestly, this is one of the best opponents Arthur could have asked for. Like, this is what's really going, because Arthur's imagination is what powers his ability to do what he does, because of the way he thinks and how he carries himself, how he sees himself as a warrior, as a knight, as a king. These allow him to increase his power substantially to be able to get the job done whenever it calls for it. And now facing off against an enemy, which is the natural enemy of any knights and stuff that we've read throughout histories of that, a dragon has appeared. And he is big and imposing like a dragon. This is perfect for Arthur. And the thing is, he's even got his power scale, and he even has dragon scale armor kind of thing that he's providing himself. It seems like he has the abilities of an infernal without being an infernal. He's got these big, beefy arms that he's throwing around. He's taking all these hits from Arthur, who, even when he dropped that violet flash, no damage, nothing done. He just backhands Arthur. Like, this is absolutely insane with how strong this guy is. Like, he does not move when struck. Like, he is on one. So Arthur's got to like really dig deep to find out what's going on. And everybody's kind of there cheering him on because they're knocked back from the draconic pressure. They can't hold it. Like, this is Arthur's fight, and he's got to do this stuff. So with that being said, it's like the infernal body transformation that he's going through without necessarily being an infernal allows him to have full wherewithal about what's going down. While this is happening, you see Kareem and Hyo Yin, who are dealing with the doppelganger situation. They went back and looked at Rekka's past and found out he was visiting the orphanage and trying to figure out what the connection was, and that he visited the orphanage several times, and it has a relation to the doppelgangers. Princess Habana, on the same kick, is doing the same research, trying to put together what it is with the orphanage, the doppelgangers, the testing, how it links to the Adola and the Infernals. Like, they're trying to put it all together. They're trying to solve the mystery of the spontaneous combustion, like what's going on with it. So they're working on all that stuff. while Dragon over here is still breathing, and now he's doing something called extreme dragonic pressure, where he is really causing problems. And he does this so powerfully that it destroys Excalibur. It's like, Arthur, my dude, that was your best weapon. That was your sword. He even made it bigger. He turned it into more or less like a claymore because he kind of fanned out the blade. Because it seems like he's got a little control in there where he can, decide how much power is concentrated in there. So again, a focused blade is more of a concentration of energy, but he can make a wider blade, which probably spreads his concentration, and he's able to get bigger swipes and slashes. But the fact is that his sword was destroyed. Like, it literally, and you see like the blood, so that it looks like a piece of him is destroyed, and he doesn't know how to handle it. Like, he's sitting there like, what is this? And I don't know what Arthur's going to do. Like, he's in a really, really bad situation. The captain is still over here flexing, trying to keep these bugs off, and he's got to do this the entire time, which again is just looking comical. But Shinra and Joker finally, get back on the attack and try to deal with Burns. And as they're going, they're attacking, and they're kind of talking trash like that. You see Burns, remember, he's been sitting there the whole time, powering up, ramping up, getting ready to go. And again, he's about to drop something called Voltage Nova. I don't know what that is exactly, but it's going to be a hammer at the level that he's been building that up. So that's kind of where the episode cuts out. And I don't know. I got questions. I got comments and stuff. Arthur is the biggest thing, and that was the biggest draw of the episode. I got to figure out, what is Arthur going to do to survive at this point? Do they have extra swords for him? Do they have extra equipment that he can utilize? How far deep into his imagination is he going to have to go? Like, he's really got to get in his bag about his imagination and how he sees himself. Because right now, a knight without a sword, like, how can they truly call themselves a knight? That's kind of what I think what he's going to be thinking when, he stands back up. It's like, if he stands back up, like, what am I to do? Like, how nice, my sword, my Excalibur was destroyed. What do I do? Like, this is a mental crisis that he's going to have over his sword. Like, that was part of his identity. So him having to overcome that and figure out what is going to be the best method for him to fight Dragon is going to remain to be seen at this point. I don't know if he can use any of that Dragon scale and create a new sword. Does he need to get some more armor, get out that Fire Force uniform, get some more armor? Is he just going to imagine himself differently? I don't know. Obi, I think there's a chance that Obi could go Infernal still, but I don't think they'll let him go. He's too much of the core, the heart of the team. But they got to get the bugs off him. How they can get the bugs off him? Because he's flexing so hard. I don't know if he can flex and just like grab a bug and toss it or squish it or what. Like, I don't know. But he's got to do something because he can't stand there flexing the whole time. And Shinra and Joker have got to do some damage. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all been standing here letting Burns more or less ramp up the entire time. It's like, you cannot let him get that much energy on the board because it's going to be devastating for y'all. And even with Arthur sitting there handling this fight one-on-one, they're kind of leaving him one-on-one. The rest of the squad, what are they doing? Honestly, Maki and all of them, they need to start moving in and start helping Obi and go help figure out his situation and take those guys out while Arthur's handling business. Because if they're not helping Arthur, then they need to go help somebody else. I'm just kind of all over the place with this one. Like, I need to know, by all means. I'd love for you guys to hit that little subscribe button so we can keep talking about this and see where your thoughts at. If you've read the manga, let me know, what your thoughts are. Kind of allude, don't spoil it for me. Try to allude to, what you think, or, is there some hype coming up or some stuff I should be excited for? Is there stuff should be looking out for? Be like, next 2 episodes are going to be a banger. What? Let me know. Because again, I don't read the mangas. I just watch the animes because that's what I have time for, stuff in my busy life, and it allows me to enjoy it because I'm a very visual person. If only I had Arthur's imagination to the level that he does, it'd probably make it that much more fun. But that's all I got for this one. I appreciate you guys. I will catch y'all in the next one. To be Hero X and Lazarus on the way.